Hello everyone, ako nga pala si John Louis Galano at ang partner ko for this activity is si Harin Kami. We are VSIT student at ito yung video demonstration namin for Laboratory 3 implementing and testing OOP concepts. Bali, we develop an integrated school management system. Ang main purpose ng application namin is to handle the core operations of the school tulad ng pag-register ng students, pag-assign ng teachers, and pag-generate ng course schedules. Gumamit kami ng Graphical User Interface o GUI using Python's Sticky Enter library para mas maging user-friendly. Behind this UI, yung system namin is strictly driven by objective-oriented design. Gumamit kami ng base class called person. Tapos from there, nag-establish kami ng inheritance hierarchy for students and teacher classes. So let me demonstrate kung paano gumana yung application. Dito sa left side is yung registration form namin. Tapos sa right side naman is yung live course schedule. If I select students from the rule drop down, automatic mag-lock yung system namin sa BIS IT to F. Ita-type ko yung name ko, then input ko yung ID number, tapos click ang register. Makita ninyo na ang system instantly adds doon sa enrolled student roster. Ngayon naman, mag-register tayo sa teacher. Pag pinalitan ko yung drop down to teacher, the UI dynamically changes from humingi ng teacher specialty. I-input ko ang name ng teacher, Hapsan, ID number 2019. Then teacher specialty is IT security. As you can see, perfectly formatted yung bagong data doon sa schedule. Para i-explain your objective-oriented programming code behind this interface, ipapasa ko yun kay Harin Kami.
So, thank you, Janu. So, tara, tingnan naman natin ngayon kung paano gumagana yung OOP code behind that UI function. So, to show how we develop this, I will now code the instantiation of a new student object right here. So, first is encapsulation. So, dito sa code namin, pinoprotektahan namin yung data from being accidentally changed. So, sa person class namin, so this is the person class. So, sa person class namin, gumamit kami ng single underscore para sa attributes like underscore name to make them protected. Tapos sa course class naman, dito, dito naman sa course class naman, we use double underscore. So, underscores for students list. This is for students list to make it strictly private. And also, next is inheritance. So, this is the inheritance. So, dito sa line na to, so, dito sa line na to, yung syntax na class students, open parenthesis, person, means that yung student class is automatically inheriting the ID and name properties galing sa base person class namin. So, hindi na namin kailangan i-rewrite yung code. So, we just use this is super close open parenthesis and also double underscore in it and also double underscore ulit at saka para ma-initialize sila. And also, we go to the next polymorphism. So, meron kaming method called get details. So, this is the syntax. So, sa base person class namin, pero we override this exact same method in both the student at teacher classes. Dahil sa polymorphism, kapag nag-update yung system sa UI, automatic niyang alam na i-format yung string ng teacher to include their specialty and format students string differently. So, all using just one method name. So this is the base method overriding and also this is the overriding base method. So during our debugging and testing phase, naka-encounter kami ng runtime error. So we initially tried na directly access yung private specialty variable ng teacher para sa UI using teacher. So, teacher dot double underscore specialty. So, dahil sa encapsulation is strictly black to ng Python and nag-draw siya ng attribute error. So, na-resolve namin to by strictly relying on our public method na get underscore details open parenthesis para ma-safely extract yung data. So, I will now pass it back to John Louis para sa aming final reflection.
Conclude, yung pag-build nitong application na 'to is talagang nag-solidify ng understanding namin sa objective-oriented programming. Na-learn namin na ang encapsulation prevents data corruption habang yung inheritance and polymorphism naman make our code highly reusable and much easier to manage. Ang naging main challenges namin is kung paano i-connect seamlessly yung OOP logic doon sa Tiki-Inter GUI. Lalo na yung pag-figure out kung paano mag-update dynamically yung UI kapag may bagong object na na-initiate. Na-overcome namin to by creating a dedicated refresh method na palaging nagko-call ng updated string formats mula sa aming polymorphic classes. For potential improvements, pinaplano namin na i-connect itong Python script sa isang local database system para permanently save na yung school records kahit i-close na yung application. And that brings us to the end of this our Laboratory 3 presentation. On behalf of my partner, thank you for your watching.